Thank you for joining Stretch and Flow with Rashi. We hope you enjoy this class. Don't forget to subscribe.
Hi there, it's Rashi from Stretch and Flow here. Today I'm going to take you through a 20 to 25 minute flow just to bring focus to the mind. The postures that we'll do will require a little bit of focus. There'll be some balance, but also to keep the eye gaze focused on one spot, to keep the mind and the body steady. So especially if you've got that mind chatter going on, which a lot of us have, this would be a good practice just to bring a little bit of focus back to the mind, to maybe quieten down the volume from the world outside and to start to tune into your own inner voice. And as we practice, my invitation to you is to be fully present, to really be curious about what's going on within your mind and your body and your soul. We'll start just with some simple breath work, just to ground ourselves, and perhaps particularly if you've had a busy day or there's a lot of stuff going on in your mind, just to gently start to quieten the outer volume of the world. So start in a comfortable seated posture, widen through the collarbones. Let the hands just rest wherever feels natural for you, whether that's in your lap, whether that's over the knees or the thighs. Ground with the sit bones and just lift up through the crown of the head. And as we practice today, really be present. Maybe start to tune in to what's going on at each moment, whether it's challenging, not so challenging, just to really be totally present. That's pretty much what mindfulness is, often described as simply falling awake. So let's take a few breaths here, inhaling. As you exhale, soften through the shoulders, lift up through the crown of the head. Take another breath in. As you let the breath go, perhaps even softening the facial features down the jaw, the skin around the eyes, the forehead. Another breath, inhaling. As you exhale, just let the sit bones ground down. If the eyes are shut, just gently open them. Bring your hands to your heart space, perhaps setting an intention of just totally being present for this flow. Accepting what is, even if perhaps at times we may not like it. Let's take a deep inhale in through the nose, a big letting go sigh out the mouth. Gently just place the left hand on the right thigh. Bring the right arm behind your back. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, turn and twist over that right shoulder. Inhale, lengthening through the crown of the head. As you exhale, perhaps twisting a little bit more. One more breath. And then bringing everything back round to center. This time float the arms up. Take a gentle back bend. And as you exhale, the right palm on left knee, left hand creeps behind the back. Taking a breath in to lengthen. As you breathe out, turning and gazing over that left shoulder. Notice the mind right now. Notice if it's drifted already. Just be curious. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. And then bringing everything back around to center. Lean the body over to the right. Slide the right arm down the right side of the mat. The left arm reaches up and over. Take a breath in, lengthen subtly through the spine. And as you breathe out, perhaps floating over to the right a little bit more. Feel the stretch down the left side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, perhaps coming down even a bit lower, deepening into the stretch. Do what feels good for your body. One more breath. And then use that bottom palm just to press down. Use momentum in your core to bring everything all the way up. A big stretch as you reach up. And as you exhale, hands to your heart space. Another breath like that. The arms reach out to the sides and then up. The gaze can follow. As you exhale to your heart space, empty the breath. This time the left hand slides to the left edge of the mat. You can stay on your finger mounds or drop to the palm. The right arm reaches up and then over to the left. Inhale, that subtle lengthening. Exhale, perhaps deepening into the stretch. Keep the sit bones grounded. One more. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, floating over. And then pressing into that left hand, using your core and momentum, bring both hands up. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, interlace the fingertips, palms to your heart space, elbows nice and wide. Inhale, float the arms up. This time the palms facing up, the gaze can follow. As you exhale, flipping the palms. Arms at chest height, elbows wide. One more. Inhale, really lengthen through the spine. The palms are facing up, the gaze can go up too. And as you exhale, coming all the way down. And then gently just placing the hands in front, either crossing over the ankles or kicking the legs out to the side as you make your way onto all fours. So make the transition mindfully. The transitions are just as important as the poses. Just moving mindfully with your breath. On the inhale, drop the waist back as the gaze goes up. On the exhale, we're rounding and arching. Inhale, pushing the waist back, the gaze goes up. As you exhale, rounding and arching. Let's do one more breath. Inhaling in, waist goes back, the gaze goes up. And as you exhale, belly button to spine as you round and arch. Back to a neutral spine. Digging the toes in, lifting the hips up, coming into your first downward facing dog. Notice how this feels. And being present is just tuning into all your senses. Perhaps take a gentle rock of the hips from side to side. Bending the knees, pushing the upper body back towards the thighs, getting that nice extension of the spine. Gaze is up at the navel or in between the gap in the legs. One more breath. On the inhale, the right leg extends all the way up. Bend it at the knee and stack it over the left hip. Try and keep equal weight in the palm. Rotate the right ankle one way and then the other way. Keep peeling the hip open. One more breath. Inhale, that right leg shoots back. As you exhale, land it all the way through. If it needs a helping hand, go ahead. Pivot on the ball of the back foot so you're pushing out through the sole of the foot. So energetically hug the inner thighs together. Focus your gaze somewhere in front of you. When you're ready, just a slow rise up. So use the strength in your legs. The arms reach up, everything lengthens. As you exhale, elbows nice and soft as you come into a deep lunge. Focus your eye gaze on one spot. Inhale, you're reaching up, feel the muscles in the legs working. Exhale, perhaps sinking down, pushing out through the ball of the back foot. Let's do two more. Breathing in, keep your mind focused with your eye gaze. Exhale to sink down. One more. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to sink down. Inhale, the arms reach up. As you exhale, frame the front foot. Let the left hand stay on the mat and peel the right arm up. Gaze can be up to that top arm. Keep pushing out through the ball of that back foot. Inhale, reach up a little bit taller. One more breath. As you exhale, that right hand comes down. You're now framing the foot. Take a breath in, let the breath go. Another inhale and an exhale. Keep your eye gaze at one spot. Keep everything focused as you start to rise all the way up again. Take a big breath in. And as you breathe out, opening up to warrior two. Adjust the feet if you need to. Focus that eye gaze. onto that front palm. Reaching forward with the front arm, flip the front palm and then reverse. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, back to warrior two. One more, breathing in, reversing the stretch. Breathing out, back to warrior two. Turn the right foot to your side on your mat. Focus your eye gaze at one spot. Press into the mat with the feet. Notice your mind. Are you fully present with what's going on within your mind and your body and your soul? Inhale, the arms reach up. As you exhale, come into your goddess squat. Knees push out to the side. You come into a squat, tailbone heavy, but keep length through the crown of the head. Breathing in, the arms reach all the way up. The gaze can go up too. As you exhale, sinking down. One more, breathing in, reaching up, creating length first. And then as you breathe out, sinking down. Let's hold this one. Breathing in, breathing out, coming down a little bit lower. If you're wanting a bit of a challenge, you come onto your tippy toes, so lifting the heels up and then sink down a little bit lower, but try and keep that length in the spine, holding it for 3, 2, 1. Keep focus, drop the heels, inhale, the arms come up. As you exhale, turn the left foot, so now you're facing the back of the mat, and come into warrior two on this side. Angle the back foot to give you stability. Reaching forward, flip the front palm. Let's inhale to reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Lunge with that left knee. Breathing in, mindfulness, just breath and movement. Exhale. One more, soft shoulders. Inhale, reaching up and over. Exhale, back through to warrior two. So this time we're pivoting on the ball of the back foot, swinging the arms in front, reaching up. Take a breath in, keep focused. As you breathe out, softness in the elbows as you lunge with that left knee, push out through the back sole of the foot. Use your leg strength and your core to push yourself up. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, sinking down. Inhale to reach up. Feel all the muscles working in your leg. That's being totally present. Exhale to come down. One more. Push up on the inhale. As you exhale, sinking down. This time on the breath in, the arms reach up. As you exhale, come down and frame that front foot. Press into the right hand. Inhale, the left arm reaches all the way up. Reaching up nice and tall. Push the mat away with that bottom palm. Push out through the back sole of the foot. Inhale, reaching up a little bit taller. As you exhale, the left hand comes back down. Framing that front foot. Focus your eye gaze, soften through the shoulders. Take a breath in, let the breath go. On your next inhale, you're rising all the way up again. The arms extend up. And as you exhale, warrior two. This time the left foot turns so you're side on. On the breath in, the arms reach all the way up. On the breath out, take a swan dive down to your mat. Empty the breath. Drop the crown of the head towards your mat. Soften the back of the neck. You're breathing in and you're breathing out. So important just to be totally present. When your mind rushes too far ahead into the future, it can just cause angst and worry. And when your mind dwells too much in the past, perhaps it can cause you to be down or feel sad. Come right back to this present moment. Everything's okay right this very moment. On the inhale, come into a halfway lift. The spine shoots forward. On an exhale, a forward fold as you empty the breath. Just pigeon toe your feet. so that they're roughly hip width distant. Bend the knees, you're breathing in and you're breathing out. Inhaling, the arms reach all the way up. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, bring the hands to your heart space. Empty the breath completely. Releasing the right knee. Keep your eye gaze on one spot. The weight's in the left foot. Soft shoulders, soft facial features. Take a big breath in. Come into your balance of tree pose, either below or above the knee, and keep your eye gaze focused. You're inhaling and you're exhaling. Breathing in and breathing out. Soften the shoulders. If you want to take it further, start to extend the arms all the way up. Keep that left foot steady, your eye gaze on one spot. You might wobble just as I am, that's okay. Just keep your mind focused. One more breath. Take another breath in, reach up a little taller. As you breathe out, hands to your heart space, releasing that right knee. Peel the shoulders back and see if you can catch the foot. If you can catch it with both hands, go ahead. If one hand is all you can manage, then no problem. And if you need to hold onto a wall, then go ahead and hold onto a wall with one hand. If you have the foot, pull it towards you. The waist will naturally push back and the chest will pop open. Keep steady, keep focused, and keep that breath flowing. If the breath is steady and flowing, so too is the mind. One more breath. And then gently releasing the foot. Inhale the right knee up, the arms reach up, and as you exhale, dropping everything down on the mat. Inhale, the arms reach up. As you exhale, bend the knees forward, push the hips back, come into seated chair, Utkatasana. Tailbones heavy, length through the crown of the head. You're breathing in and you're breathing out. One more breath. Inhale to rise all the way up. Take a gentle back bend here. As you exhale, soften the knees again. Come into seated chair, but bring the arms in front of you. Keeping the shoulders soft, the knees are pointing forward, not out to the side, the tailbone's heavy. Come down a little bit lower. If you want to add to your focus, lift the heels up, come onto your tippy toes, feel the leg muscles working, they might be shaking. Come down a little bit lower, holding it for 3, 2, 1. You can stay on your tippy toes if you want to. Rising all the way up, eye gaze is focused, mind is focused. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, the heels drop and the hands come to your heart space. Take a breath in, let the breath go. This time the weight's on the right foot and the left knee releases. Inhaling and exhaling, and then you're dropping that left foot either below or above the knee for your version of tree. Again, keep focused. Notice, be curious. That's what mindfulness is. Notice any difference on one side compared to the other. Keep grounded in that right foot. Keep the mind steady, keep the breath steady. If you want to take it further, we're extending the arms all the way up, keeping rooted with that supported foot into the mat. Gaining extension in the spine. One more breath. Inhale to reach up. As you exhale, releasing the left knee, bringing the hands to your heart space. Steady yourself first and then opening the shoulders back, peeling the arms back, catching the foot with one or both hands, you decide, holding onto a wall if you need to. The waist pushes back, the chest pushes forward, your eye gaze is still at one spot, the jaw is soft. One more breath. And then as you release the foot, the arms reach up, and as you exhale, to your heart space. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, Hands to your heart space. Notice the quality of your mind. Breathing in, the arms reach up and over. And as you breathe out, taking a swan dive down to your mat. A halfway lift, a nice flat back. And as you exhale, placing the hands on the mat, the knees follow. We come back onto all fours. Once you're here, take one cat-cow curl. Breathing in, the waist goes back and the gaze goes up. Breathing out, rounding and arching. Back to a neutral spine. Let's extend the right leg behind you at hip height, pushing out through the board of that back foot. The left arm reaches forward for a balance. Engage the core. If you're wobbling, you engage the core a little bit more. Steady your gaze. One more breath. As you exhale, everything drops down onto the mat. Come onto the finger mounds and walk them to the edges of the mat as you drop into puppy pose. Chest pushes down to the mat as the hips push up. Keep that breath flowing, inhaling and exhaling. One more breath. The hands walk all the way back, coming back onto all fours. When you're ready, soften through the shoulders. The left leg extends behind you at hip height. The right arm comes in front. Feel that extension in the whole of the body as the right fingertips pull forward. The left sole of the foot pushes back, engaging the core to keep you steady. Steady eye gaze, steady mind, steady body. One more breath. As you exhale, everything drops down. Take a cat-cow curl here. Breathing in, the waist goes back as the gaze goes up. As you breathe out, rounding and arching. Let's come back to a neutral spine, either crossing the ankles over or kicking them out to the side as you come into a seated posture. And let's finish with a little bit of mindful breathing. So again, coming into a seated posture, you might want to just rock from side to side and then make the rocks a little bit smaller until you find that point of center. You can either just let the arms just hang over the knees, or again just place them in your lap if that's more nourishing and natural for you. Shut the eyes down, widen through the collarbone. Just allow the breath to enter and leave. And if the mind tends to drift off, which it might, know that that's normal. First thing is just to simply be aware of it, and then just gently guide it back to the inhale and the exhale. So for now, just let's come into some breath work. Notice the inhale, notice the exhale, the subtle changes in the body with each breath in and with each breath out. Gently just widening through the collarbones, keeping the shoulders soft, but lifting up through the crown of the head. Know that mindfulness is simply being aware of what is happening right now without wishing that it were any different. Enjoying the pleasant without holding on when it changes, which it will. Being with the unpleasant without fearing it would always be this way, which it won't. Taking a few more breaths here. Notice if any part of the body is gripping, including your mind, and then just soften. Let's take a deep inhale in through the nose. A big letting go sigh out the mouth. On the inhale, reach the arms up. The gaze can follow. On the exhale, bringing the hands to your heart space, perhaps as you gently bow towards your fingertips. Do not lose yourself in the past. Do not lose yourself in the future. Do not get caught in your anger, worries or fears. Come back to the present moment and touch life deeply. This is simply mindfulness. Feet on the ground, head to the skies, heart open, quiet mind. Namaste. So I hope that's brought you a little bit more focus in your day, and please subscribe to our channel, Alex and Rashi. There's more content coming. There'll be more stretch and flows, but also other content about nutrition, general health, and lots more. So please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and you'll be notified of when we post new content. For now, enjoy the rest of your day, be fully present, and much love from ours to yours.
Thank you for joining us for Stretch and Flow with Rashi. We hope you've enjoyed the class. Please subscribe and make sure if you have any questions, please send an email, get in touch some way. Once again, thank you and have a great day.